Hey everyone, I'm Crystal Murray. I am an associate market mentor with Monate Global. I've been with the company for just over 4 years, and today I want to talk about another common objection that I face, and I'm sure you face too. Yesterday, I created a video and I talked about the most common objection: I don't have the money. Today, I want to talk about the objection: I don't have the time. And so yesterday I introduced the feel, felt, found method. If you have a pen and paper, make sure you write that down. Feel, felt, found. And this will help you transition from facing their problem and helping them see that there's a solution to their problem. So feel, felt, found. So what you want to do is you want to validate what your prospect is saying. You want to say, I understand how you feel. If you don't do that, what can happen is you can create a defensive conversation if you do something like, oh, it's not like that at all. Like, you don't have to do this, and I can show you the way how you can create like your time block something. It really creates a defensive conversation, and you don't want that. You want to validate what they're saying by saying, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And then you can go on and share how you did have the same feelings. So this is where you can take your personal story and you can answer their objection with your story. And so that's what I do. I say, I felt the same way because I actually did. My story is when my upline first called me and said, welcome to Monate, like, what are your goals, blah, 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 blah. And I said, oh, like, I'm not doing the business here. I don't have the time, and I just want the best discount to wash my hair. I don't have the time. I have 5 kids. I homeschool. Like, where on earth would I fit this business into my day? And so that's what I said. And so I actually didn't do the business for 3 months. I didn't even do anything because I didn't have the time. I believe that lie. So that's what I would say. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And I would tell that story. And then I say, here's what I found. I found that most people work their business inside the nooks and crannies of their day. And that is the beauty of this industry. In fact, if you see somebody working this business from like 8 in the morning all the way till 9 at night, they're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong. And you don't actually want to join somebody who's working that much. That's not the beauty of the business. The beauty of the business was being able to design a professional life around the rest of your life, around everything else. And that is so doable with this kind of business. And, I could go on to say, like, my life, like, I have 6 kids now and I homeschool. There's no way that I would be able, like, I don't have time. Like, when do I have time? I don't. But I do have, Winnie's sleeping right now, so this is my time. The kids don't do school all day long. They have breaks, and we coordinate our schedule so that, when they're having a break and Winnie's sleeping, I have this time that I can devote to my business. And so, I break my time, and this could be a little bit further, but I break up my time like morning, afternoon, night, and there are certain times in those time chunks that I actually can devote to my business. So, that's the way that I do it. Do you have any more questions? And, leave it at that. And from there, if your prospect has more questions, well, how do you do this? Or, what about this? Then that's something that you can carry on further in conversation. The goal for me, when handling these objections is, like, I'm not trying to get my prospect to say yes and say, yes, sign me up right now. That's not my goal. My goal is to show my prospect that I have solutions. I'm a solution-based person. I'm a positive person, and I think that would be pretty cool to work with, don't you? And so I want to show my people that I can help them with solutions, and I'm a problem solver. With any objection, you never know. Sometimes people just throw out objections to get you to leave them alone, right? Like, oh, I don't have time for that. Oh, really? Like, oh, and if you get in more in-depth in conversation, you'll start to feel out that they've already said no in their mind and they are just feeding you excuses. But I still do like to challenge them with my solutions to get them thinking. And I would much rather appreciate, no, I'm not interested, than an empty objection that I can come up with a solution for. So anyways, I hope you have found value in this. Like I said in my video yesterday, the more that you practice, being in conversation with people and sharing the opportunity and these products, the more you're going to get better at your feel, felt, found, and handling any objections that come your way. I'd love to hear if you've ever experienced this objection and how you've handled it. So remember, validate, feel, felt, found, and don't be afraid to share your personal stories. And maybe you don't have a personal story, but grab one from somebody that you know. You know somebody who homeschools their 6 kids. So you can use my story if you ever face this kind of objection. Oh, you don't have time? Oh my goodness. I can only imagine how you feel because I have an upline who has 6 kids and homeschools. Like, crazy. Anyway, so share a lot of stories, and I know that through practice and through these methods, you will do so well with your business.